I recovered the footage. So like I explained in yesterday's vlog, I lost all my footage, or I was having trouble with the clip that went. It was the screen share of me actually editing the video. I did some work on it last night after I recorded the vlog and this morning, and I got it back. So let's jump right into it because it's long. So what I've done already is I've started a new library. And what I do is I use an external hard drive. Right now I'm using the Samsung T3, so I have it labeled T3. I have my library started in here, and then all my raw footage from today. So I've already imported that in. It's still processing. There's some larger files in here. Actually, there's some stuff in here that I'm not going to be using, like I believe this one and the next one, which were the actual performances. This one right here is really cool. I'll probably put a little clip of this in there. But I'm not going to be, I don't want that to bog this down. So I need to start a new project, and this is episode 20. And first clip that gets dropped in is what will set all my video properties, which is fine. Because the first one I'm going to drop in, I'll drop in this one. Let's take a look at what it is. I believe it's 1080. 24 frames per second. So I'll just drop this one in just to start the video process going. So, but the way we're going to start the video is this time lapse that I mentioned earlier. What I like to do is I like to put some kind of outtake or something funny that the kids do at the very beginning, which may... Yeah, this may be it right here. So we'll just put this at the beginning. This one I was setting up the camera at church today. So we'll start off with this clip as like the funny intro. Alright, and then it'll jump right into a time lapse. And from here I put a title over it, which I was doing sort of a different style, but I started just doing a basic style. And actually, I'm going to start doing some titles on my iPad, hand sketched out. So I'm going to be working on that over the next couple days. So I'm sure that'll make it into the vlog. So we're just going to call this episode 20. And I'm trying to remember what the handwriting Dakota that I was using. I was using a new. Yeah, that's it. And we want to do, I'm going to change the color just because of the background to black. I'll put that up in the sky there. And then I usually always like to have it fade in and fade out. So that was the time lapse from this morning, that, and then I'll put a music bed underneath it. So that'll be that. And then now we're going to go back, drop my first clip in, which I believe was me chatting about what we did. Yep. We're starting the day. Well, we were starting the vlog. So I can tell from this right here that I didn't say anything. Usually what I'll do is I'll turn the camera on, then I'll look at it, look through it, make sure that exposure, everything looks good, and then I turn around and start recording. So almost every clip where I start and it's me looking at the camera, I'll have this dead space right there. My computer's running super slow. So we were starting the day, we were starting the vlog late. And I will edit out any snot and stuff like that. I catch myself doing that a lot, like sniffling or coughing. It is, I don't have my Apple Watch yet. Which I don't know what's up with that. Maybe I do that in real life too, I just don't realize it. Okay. Or not real life, this is real life, but maybe I don't realize it unless I'm looking back at a video. It is, I don't have my Apple Watch yet. It's about 4, it's got to be around 4? Yeah, it's got to be around 4:30. We had church this morning. See, and I try to cut out all of this negative space unless it's a pause that I did on purpose. Some of them work, some of them don't, but it's just what I like. So here,
it's got to be around 4.
Like I'll leave that because it makes sense.
4:30. We had church.
But like this, where I'm like inhaling or something like that, I'll go through and I'll edit everything out. And I'll usually go through 2 or 3 times to find those.
We read we lit the Advent candle. So this morning, and we did.
See anything where it doesn't make sense?
And we lit the Advent candle. So you can check that out.
So, right there, I knew I was going to add in where we lit the Advent candle at church, which is right here. So I'll drop this in.
That out. We light the second candle as a symbol of Christ who brings hope.
For God so our God, let us pay. Let us pay.
That would be a good place for somebody.
Check that out. We like the second.
So now we just drop that in, and then it's going to be me back again. Coughing.
And then Sawyer and Miles both sang at church.
Okay, so cut out that space there, this space here.
And then Sawyer and Miles both sang at church.
Okay, so now I'll go back. Miles sang before we did the Advent calendar. Actually, I'm not going to take this one because I have footage on my iPhone. So sometimes I vlog with my iPhone if I don't have the big camera or whatever. So I'll do that, and then I will select the 2 videos and then airdrop them right to my computer that I'm editing on, whether it's my MacBook Pro that I'm doing now or my iMac in the bedroom. Now, the videos take a little bit longer to airdrop because they sort of process and everything like that. So we'll just jump ahead. What I'll do is I'll leave a marker here, hit M, and then that way I know that there's something there I need to do in case I forget or whatever.
Now we're heading to our old church where the boys. Now we're heading to our old church where the boys go on Wednesdays for Miles is in their Christmas program thing, but Miles is in their Christmas program thing, but I don't believe he speaks or says anything. I think he just stands there. So we'll see how that goes.
They actually invited Sawyer to participate in it as well.
Says anything?
Right when we got there.
Stands there.
I think I got to bump up my audio. For some reason, my audio is low.
Other than that, when I get back, as a continuation of yesterday's video talking about the tools that I use, the camera, the microphone, for vlog.
I'm going to try to get any ums out because it drives me bonkers when I watch someone's video and they're umming.
I'm going to get
because I understand, I know it's natural. It's actually more of a natural video if you see the ums and the ands and stuff like that and the stumbles on words. But to me, it just drives me bonkers in my own videos. So I try to edit them out as much as possible.
I'm going to get into and show you guys.
Which that's an right there.
And I'll record my screen and show you guys how I edit the vlog in Final Cut, which I don't have much B-roll for today.
And all this little bit, it doesn't seem like much, taking out these little tiny gaps because they're not even seconds long, but overall, I like the way the jump cuts sort of look like that.
Edit the vlog.
I don't know, it's just what I like, but it definitely, when you're done, you see that you've taken out like a minute of footage or something like that. So
I did a time lapse.
I think it works out good. I like it.
Already seen,
I like how clean it makes it.
So hopefully I can shoot some slow-mo at the church. I meant to do some today, but my battery died. At the church. I meant to do some today, but my battery died. The Canon battery's so good that I actually forget about it. So when I
think I'm gonna fast forward this now, and then come back when I'll show you the final edit. Because right now I'm just gonna drop all this in there, and then I'll show you everything up until this point where we're editing. So here's a spot. This is the first like B-roll that I have in. I'm going to take you guys back to the beginning here because there's something I forgot to mention with the time lapse. I always add letterboxing to any of my B-roll, and I always do it at this ratio. Let me get the, and then I also always add a LUT. I just set up a bunch of favorites and stuff on my iMac. I don't have it set up on this one yet, but I basically have a LUT that I like using. So now you have the bars. I'm going to drop my title down. A little bit, so it's not right there. So that, now I'll take you back. What I do now is I have the LUT that I like, the letterboxing is there, so I'll copy that. And then, so that was just Command C. And then when I get to this one, I'm going to slow it down. This is B-roll, and I shot it at 60 frames per second, so it's 1080 at 60. So what I'll do is I'll slow it down 50%, because that's why I shoot at 60, so I can slow it down 50%. And we'll just throw a little bit of cinematic ornaments in here. Turn this front. Go right here. Up to the big brother. There. There. Okay, we might not use all of that. Okay, so we already got it slowed down. So what we're going to do now is we'll highlight them all, Command-Shift-V, and that takes all of my that I copied and show me all the attributes. And I use the LUT and the letterbox, nothing else, just making sure. Paste that in there. So now my color grade's in there, my letterboxing is in there, and I think I'm gonna get rid of this last clip. I think it's too much. So I zipped through that last part, And basically all I did there was put in some more B-roll at the end, added in that end scene where it's me saying, hey, I'm not going to be able to cut this. This is going to take too long. We're going to stop the video here, like an outro. And then I also went through and added in the B-roll of the kids singing and stuff like that. So pretty much basic. So now here I'm at the end of the video, and I'm going to go back, I have my title sequence at the beginning, just my title card pretty much. I'm going to copy that, paste it to the end, and then change the wording, obviously, from episode 20 to thanks for watching. Then I'm going to go, and like I told you guys before, I use epidemicsound.com, I believe, for my music, but I have pretty much a group of them that I really like that I keep in a folder in my music, and then I'm going to drop that in, and then I'll put that music bed underneath the title sequence. I'm going to extend the title a little bit more so it matches the time lapse a little bit better. Then I'm going to I fade in and fade out of the music, and I start the music a little bit before and a little bit after the clip that I wanted in, fading in and out. So there's it's not a harsh transition into me talking or anything, it's fading in as I'm talking. And then I'm also going to just clean this up a little bit more, trimming it up, and then I'm going to move the music. I'm going to also pick a different music bed because that sort of EDM didn't really match. It's fine for the beginning and the end, but it doesn't match the slow movements of like the ornaments and the kids eating and stuff like that. So then I'll put that at that part, and then I'll go back and use the original intro music for the outro card. And basically that's it. And then I export it. I have a compressor. So that's a preset that I like that I got from Marco Hanna years ago that I still use. So I have that into my share. So I'll hit File, Share, the preset there. I'll hit that and then select where I want it saved to. And then that's it. It goes right out. From there, I upload to YouTube. So I like this picture of Sawyer doing he does this or tries to do this for every single picture. He would do this for every school picture, every sports picture, if we would let him. This is sort of his pose. This one's sort of funny because he's going cross-eyed looking at his own fingers. So I'll use this as the thumbnail. Again, I'll go File in Final Cut, File, Share, and then Save Current Frame. And then I got rid of the letterboxing, left the color correction. I'll bring that out of here once it's saved, and then I'll open it up in Photoshop, add the episode number to the front of it, and then that'll be my thumbnail. That's gonna be it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed this walkthrough of how I edit my vlogs and a little bit of behind the scenes of how I put them together. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. If you get to subscribe, you can do that down there. If you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up, and I'm gonna let you go because the video is super long, and I will see you guys tomorrow.